I just had to say, I'm still getting set up, guys. But Mike, that was a really funny comment. Mike said, sorry, but I picture Rory playing music on the piano, sipping coffee, and killing the voiceover live chat. That's basically my entire life you just described. So I'll be back in 1 minute. Darn, I'm so sorry to inconvenience you, Zara. You get to spend your evening with me. Hi, everybody. How are you? Good to talk to everyone. What are we going to be talking about tonight? Well, we could talk about whatever you want, but usually it's about breakups. Let's see, who else do we have here? We have Nurk, Trelisa, Daniel, Francesca, Mike, Fern, Sork, MS, Lewis. That's rough. Hey, how are you? So, Michael says my ex-girlfriend said she wants to take things slow, but we have not hung out since that conversation. Did I push her away by bringing up the relationship? You definitely don't want to, so you slow dial that, right? We don't want them to feel trapped. Hi, Abdullah. Hi, Clara, Francesca. I have an interesting situation, and I want to know if there's hope to even try. Hi, Triana. Well, Fern, why don't you type it down and, pending, time and availability here, we'll try and get to it. Certainly, it's only been up for about a couple of minutes, but we already have 60 people here. Sork says, I posted a pic with a girl knowing my ex would see it because she follows me. Remember, we talked about jealousy. We don't want to resort to jealousy or control tactics. My ex liked the pic and then unliked it, then unfollowed me. Does she feel indifferent? I would say that it's mind reading, right? So I'm gonna be careful what I say here. And what I would say is be very deliberate when you are on social media. You don't want to go out of your way to try and manipulate your ex. And in fact, that's going to be in tomorrow's video that you guys will enjoy. Maybe I might let it slip what the video is. We'll see. Matt says, just wanted to say thank you for the Disney advice. Yes, I just answered your email just now. Taking a break from the park before facing certain memories head on. Good for you. Good. Take it slow. Take those negative memories and reinforce them. Make them positive memories. Does your video work on ex-husbands? Yep. Daniel. Hello, Rory. After 4 months after the breakup and 3 months of no contact, my ex added me back on Snapchat and sent me a snap. Is this a reach out? Yeah, kind of. But you're not going to treat it like that. I mean, it's such a weird thing to think about, right? That your ex has reached out to you, yes, but not in the way we want. Especially if your ex is with somebody new, right? So, sounds like your ex is interested, but let's define the word interested as hasn't heard from you and is curious. Right? We don't want to mind read the rest of the way. Let's see, who do we have here? Paul M. She left me last month after 10 years. Met someone else within a month. Still talks to me, but blocked on everything, but talks on phone. Paul, I would not enable her in that way. If she left you for somebody else after 10 years together, and you're talking to... I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. You are basically allowing that your ex can have her cake and eat it too. Nurk says, Rory, I screwed up. I saw my 3x at my daughter's... All 3 of your exes? I'm gonna assume you meant to type E. I saw my ex at my daughter's track meet and made it about the relationship. In order for the information to work, you have to use it. You have to apply it correctly, right? There can be no deviation. Walter, how's it going, my friend? Rory, what guidelines/advice do you have for dating somebody who hasn't been in a relationship before? Take it slow. Take it slow. And communication is key. We always think of communication as talking, right? And it certainly is that, but there are so many different forms of communication. Body language. If you say something and the other person says, oh, that's fine, but their body's telling you, no, it's not, I'm really offended by what you just said, or they tighten up, or we have to have honest communication. Hi, Tina, how are you? Cortez just said, if me and my ex have mutual friends, should I tell them not to tell her anything about me? I would tell them, don't tell me anything about her, and in the meantime, keep her name out of your mouth. Mutual friends are like secret agents. Walter says, chillin' and shit. About to go on a date. Can't wait for our session tomorrow. Yes, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. It's good to be talking to you again. Severino, hi. After 7 weeks of us being broken up, she says to me she's just not feeling it right now, and that she doesn't know what else to say anymore. That means that you keep adding the pressure. You keep adding more pressure. You're trying to get your ex to feel a certain way. You can't control that part. Back away. Focus on you. Hi, Shane. Shine? Is it? It looks like Shane, so I'm just gonna say Shane. Hi, Shane. How are you? Paul M says, women don't grieve breakups, they find someone else. That is so very wrong, my friend. I think I probably coach the majority of women. Sign says, I broke up with my ex because I read a text that leads me to think he was meeting another girl. He was never able to give me a believable answer. I broke up and he didn't fight for us. When somebody teaches you how to treat when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And also, at the same time, you teach others how to treat you. Love the new time. Yes, I figured, it's usually pretty unfair. Listen, Data barks at anything. He's like, what? You're starting a live stream? What? You're starting a coaching? I guess I'll bark now. But other than that, he's a pretty quiet dog. I think he hears me in my office talking. And so he assumes somebody's here. And he's like, I want a piece of the action. Who's in there? So, there was a comment I was reading, Sign here. I broke up with my ex because I read a text that that led me to believe he was meeting up with another girl. I broke up with him and he didn't fight for us. Well, breakups should never be tests, right? You break up with somebody because you no longer believe they can make you happy. That said, if it seemed like your ex was meeting with someone else and didn't, say, no, I'm not, or didn't, try and save the breakup, you may be right. It's so hard to know without, doing that mind reading. And we know that mind reading just gets us in trouble. Christina Figueroa says, my ex-boyfriend broke up with me 1 week ago. I was overly jealous with him. Do you think no contact is the best thing to do? Yes. And do you still think I have a chance? Yes. Let's see, where are we? Gianluca Bruno. Then, next morning, she continued with the... Oh, this is a two-parter. Guys, try and keep your... If you can, keep your question as, the shorter questions are so much easier to answer. Especially because chat just keeps scrolling. Rory, do you have Instagram? No, I don't, but I do have Twitter. And I do have Twitch. So for those of you who like video games and things like that, you can see me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/hi, Rory. Where I be playing them video games. I'm a grown-up child. Brian be flying. That's a good name. Hi, Rory. My ex wanted to meet up with me to tell me she's talking to someone new after 5 months since the breakup. Why does she want to tell me that? It sounds like your ex respects the hell out of you and doesn't want you finding out any other way. Respect. Mad respect. Is Rory American? Yeah, I was born in the United States. So by definition, yes, I am American. My family, however, is not. Hi, Rory. Any advice for me regarding husband in midlife crisis? You have to be flexible and firm at the same time when somebody's going through a life crisis. You need to let them figure themselves out. And we have to be okay. We have to understand that sometimes our partner will go away from us, and we need to be able to give them that space to explore, right? It's like if I let my dog out in the backyard, and I am just, wherever he goes, I'm going to follow him. Wherever he goes, I'm going to follow him. I'm being overbearing. I'm being a helicopter. Let him go explore, get his bearings, figure out his environment, and then come back. And at the same time, there needs to be the leeway needs to run out. Otherwise, you become an enabler. It's a fine balance. James says, hi, Rory. You're my best coach. Thank you. Appreciate that. Carl says she reached out twice while she's in a rebound. Carl, I'm going to be doing a video especially for you. Hi, Rory from Japan. Finally made it to the live chat. Welcome from Japan. O genki desu ka? I know a little bit of Japanese. It's rusty. I used to take Japanese lessons many, many, many years ago. Alright, let's see here. Rory, no contact doesn't work on women who did the dumping. Especially... No contact doesn't work on women who did the dumping, especially once they're out of their 20s. True? False. Ella Galves. Hello, boss. Hello, Ella. Shah Ali, my BF sent his son-in-law to tell me we are done. I was suffering from chemo-induced depression. What do you think? I think that's... is that the whole story? If that's the whole story, like, that's horrible. He left you because you were in chemo? That's absolutely horrible. I hope that's not the whole story. Abdullah says, I broke up with my ex 3 months ago, and in 1 month, she's got a new boyfriend. We work together in a small group, and I have to see and talk to her. I'm okay, but how can I stay cool when I see her with the new guy? Eesh. I mean, you broke up with your ex, and she's with somebody new? I think that that's a tricky question. I mean, how can you stay cool? It's understandable if you can't, but I think that you need to be able to say, listen, we broke up. This is part of the process, you know, and just continue that self-work. Cat1111, you passed my question. Just like everybody else here, Cat, you gotta just, you know, if I don't get to it, just keep retyping it or keep copy and pasting it, and I'll try and get to it if I can, but we've only been live for about 14 minutes and there's over 100 people, so just... I appreciate everybody's patience here. Sam says, hey, Rory from Philippines. Lost my partner last month, and I want my partner back. Please spare me an advice how to. Well, watch my channel. Right? I have as of tomorrow, 129 videos on pretty much that exact topic. So, there was one that I wanted to look at here. Here, Brian Be Flyin' again. What are major things to work on during no contact? This is the part where I'm going to say everybody should take a pencil and paper, or some form of note-taking, and take notes right now. This is the note-taking time. We're going to talk about how to focus on you. And I'm going to do it again in the video, and you're going to hear some of the same information. So we're going to very quickly gloss over some areas that I want you guys to focus on. And I want to have that ready for the video. PL13, is that Con? Hi, Con, how are you? If it's not, hi, PL. Alright, so, here's what we're going to do. Everybody hold your questions for a minute. I want everybody to write down the next few words. Your voice is awesome, thank you. Don't write down that. So, here's what we're going to do. Word number 1, emotional. Word number 2, and if you don't have anything to take notes with, you can listen to this. This will be uploaded as a video. You'll be able to go back and listen to this. Word number 2, physical. Word number 3, travel, as in traveling. Word number 4, financial. So far we have emotional, physical, travel, financial. Word number 5, intellectual. So, for the video that I'm going to be doing, it's going to be probably in fact, most likely this week, now that we're talking about it here. We're going to take those 5 words, and I want you to think of 3 ways you can improve each of those areas of your life that has nothing to do with your ex, nothing to do with love at all. Emotional, physical, travel, monetary. And what was the last one? Does everybody remember what it is? Very good, it's intellectual. Okay. Write down 2 or 3 things that we can do to improve those areas of your life. What's a good way to improve your life physically? Well, maybe hit the gym. Okay, I already go to the gym. What else can I do? How about some stretching? How about a long walk? How about some yoga? All right, what about, emotional? You keep saying emotional. All right, have you visited the counselor? Oh, you have? You didn't like that counselor? Oh, have you tried a different one? Counselors are like socks. You got to keep trying them on. Have you done some meditation? Have you kept a journal? Are you eating healthy? Healthy body, healthy mind. And just, this is what we do. We just knock down list by list by list, and we record all of these different thoughts that we have into a journal, and you talk to a counselor, and you eat healthier, and you go to the gym, and you do all of these things. Like, what bugs me is at points I'll coach people, and they'll say, man, I just don't know if it's working for me. I don't know if any of this is working for me. And then I'm asking, okay, well, you know, tell me about your process. What are you doing to kind of help yourself heal? And they're like, oh, well, I mean, you know, I watch your videos, and I fall asleep to them. It's really cool. Okay, that's cool. What are you doing for your life? Oh, yeah, I go to work. And then it's these types of things that people tell me. But if you don't apply the information, it doesn't work. Love is overrated. Love is for poets. That's what they would say. So, I guess the point of what I'm saying here is that the information won't work unless you apply it. Rather than cherry picking what works for you and ignoring what's inconvenient, even though it's actually your life. Do you know what I mean? Love is an illusion. That is a very pessimistic way of looking at love. Love is not an illusion. Love is real. I think to make it funnier, you could say love is chemically induced. The most important thing about no contact is getting yourself together. Abso-bloody-lutely. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Dog agrees. Yeah, he just keeps going. What are your opinions on the 5 love languages and 5 apology languages? The 5 love languages, that's totally... I'm 100% on board. 5 apology languages. I've never heard of that, but I'll look into that. This person's name looks like Breakfast, so I'm gonna say hello, Breakfast. Rory, it's been 2 weeks, no contact, but we have a mutual friend's birthday in 2 weeks. Do I maintain social standing or go, or do I stay home? Also, are we getting a video of stages of grief soon? I've done that video a long time ago. Should you go? Are you ready to go? Do you want to be surrounded by your ex right now? I think if you're gonna go and it's gonna be painful for you, don't go. Right? It's not gonna make or break your chance of a reconciliation. Mike says, become the best version of you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. What about couples that break up but work together? I think I did a video on that too. If I haven't, I will, so don't worry, that's coming. What happened to ASMR? I'm picking and choosing my battles right now. I have just now... The love chat has just become my full-time job. So, ASMR, I'm going to be pursuing a little more. Right now, it's the main 2 are the love chat and Twitch. So if you guys want to support me there, just go to twitch.tv/HiRory. And if you have a Twitch account, all I ask is that you hit follow. That's it. If you're better than you were in day 1, it's working. Absolutely. Tom says, hi, Rory. Hi, Tom. Thank you. Please do if you didn't. Very good points, by the way. Do what? Did I miss something here? I will do if I didn't. Esteban says, hi, Rory. I want to ask you if I need to break no contact. The answer is almost always no to that question. Almost 3 months for me. When we initiated no contact, I said to her, never speak to me again. And I gave her an ultimatum. She just asked for me to my friends. Hello, Walter. I would say in a situation like that, I would reach out and say, that's a rough one, man. Yeah, you should probably, in that situation where you gave an ultimatum and you said never speak to me again, your ex probably is not contacting you because you gave her that condition. Don't talk to me again. The ball is very much in your court. I think in a situation like that, you want to move very cautiously forward, reach out and apologize for the ultimatum and say that, you know, you regret that and you understand that it's not good to do to another person and that you're working on yourself, and then that's it. Back away. You reached out. You're letting her know you don't hate her. You're not asking for a date, right? You're just saying, hey, I'm sorry. That wasn't cool of me to do. I hope you're doing well. You know, take care. And then the ball is directly back in your ex's court. Rory, are you not doing BCB anymore? No. The ABA work that I did is no more. I am now doing this full-time. Along with other things. When someone is angry and says stuff like, they can have anyone they want, to hurt you, normal angry behavior, power trip, underlying issue. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a toxic thing to say to another person. You know, oh, I can be in whatever relationship I want, I can have any girl I want. That's usually some pretty toxic behavior, pretty toxic statements. He told me stop the unnecessary texts after I told him he'd be back. That's funny. That's funny. Or I remember you mentioned in the past lives of a diet you were following. Can you tell me the name of it? I follow what's called the keto diet. It's K-E-T-O. K-E-T-O. Short for ketosis. Hi, Slater. How are you? Stevenson. Hi, Rory. When will the what to do when you were a rebound video be available? Soon. You guys are asking for that one a lot, so I will do that one soon. Also, worth noting, I'm on 200 days no contact. Congratulations. You're getting there. Kick some ass. Why this live so late? I felt it was unfair to keep doing it in the morning. So I'm going to start changing it up so we can get people from different time zones. But glad you're here all the same. Odd Moss says, weird question. When my ex reaches out, why does she still use pet names for family members rather than their real names, even though we aren't together and she's over me? Just wondering. I mean, I would call that something that, you know, that's more of an attachment. You know, you think of pet names for cousins and people who matter to you. You know, just because you guys aren't together doesn't mean you all stopped mattering. First Class Music 562. Hey Rory, what do we do if our ex-girlfriend wanted space, but I blew up her phone and caused her to break up and block me? It's been 2 months now. Well, continue that space, right? Time and space. Your ex needs to be receptive to that contact. That's rough. Hey Rory, my ex has some real mental insecurities and had told me in the past they believed everyone hated them almost all the time. How does that affect me being in no contact with them? Well, it's a story they're telling themselves. It's a story they're telling themselves for sure. But it still does not break the fact that that's no contact. And that toxic behavior will leak onto you. Keisuke says, love the background music. Yes! Keisuke knows where this is from. Props if you guys know where the song is from. It's one of my favorite video games ever. Maureen, hi, how are you? Hi, Kay, how are you? Sign says, 200th day, no contact. By then, I'd probably be with somebody else, hopefully. Well, the goal is always you act as if you are moving on the first day after the breakup. The path to moving on and the path to healthy reconciliation are the same. So you do the same thing. Have you tried intermittent fasting? Yes, I fast for probably about 20 hours a day. Carl says she's reached out twice, reminisced and mentioned memories, then was gone. She's currently in a rebound. I remain in no contact. Good for you, Carl. Ah, Kay got it right away. Very good. Esteban says, thanks, Roy. The ultimatum I said to her was, be with me now or never at that moment. Well, I mean, this is a lesson not to offer ultimatums to partners. It almost always blows up in our face. Could you please make a video about getting used to a relationship and how I can fix this if my ex breaks up with me for this reason? Your ex broke up with you because she was getting used to the relationship? That's usually just a statement of attraction, right? Like, I'm not very attracted to you, and you aren't really giving me much of my own personal space and time, so, sorry, I'm gonna break up. I've never heard of somebody breaking up with you because they're getting used to the relationship. Hi, Gus, how are you? When will your book be out? Do I have to read it 10 to 15 times? No, hopefully just once. My book should be out the middle of next month, so it's very... I'm sorry. 3 weeks. Should be out in about 3 weeks. I hope to have it on time. And next month, the latest. It's going to be so much easier now that I'm only doing this, and now I actually have free time instead of working for 85 hours a week. But we're here. We're here. We're back. What is your favorite keto recipe? I just tried making cauliflower mac and cheese. Cauliflower anything. We've heard that before about your book. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I make videos 7 days a week for you guys, on top of 40 hours of coaching, on top of another 40 hours of ABA work. It's just a lot of work. I definitely overloaded my plate for a while. So, some decisions were made, and now the love chat is my full-time thing. Lowe's in Red says, hey Rory, my ex wants to stay friends and have sex, but doesn't want a relationship. Does that work for you? I would say if you want your ex back in a healthy relationship, that should not work for you. Joanne says, can I buy your book in the UK, Rory? Yes, my book will be downloadable. It will be downloadable from my website. I'll let you guys know. It will not cost $47. It will not cost $46.99. It will not cost $47.01. It will cost, I don't know, maybe $15, maybe $10. And yes, everybody in this chat should play Catherine. It's amazing. Once you lose that toxic attachment to someone or something, that's when everything will start to get better. Absolutely. Bruce Lee. How do you date with a busy lifestyle? Well, you want to ask yourself if right now's the time to date, but dating professionals will also, gain them a lot of understanding of your lifestyle. You're busy, you're working on your life, you're taking care of jobs and everything, and so you want to date somebody who's able to do that as well. SK, thank you for the donation. Matt says, Thor, Tony, and Cap. Do you think all three are going to die in the last fight? Aw, man, come on. Come on, I can't. Don't drag me onto that topic. I'll be on that topic forever, and everybody in chat will get pissed. I'll say this one thing. I think Cap's gonna die. That's it. I think Captain America's gonna die. Spoilers. Francesca says, thank you, Rory. Cannot wait for your book. Thank you very much, Francesca. Brandon says, audiobook? Yes, there will be an audiobook version of it. It's not going to be a very long book, packed full of endless studies. I mean, that will just be boring for you guys. I'm going to try and boil it all down, keep it an easy, light read. You can pick up and flip to this page and make it work for your situation. And then, the videos should always be utilized first. Before you guys spend any type of money on me, watch the free videos. I tell that to everybody. I'll be okay. I'm not going to starve. Watch the free videos first. If you find that you're not getting enough help, or you find you want more specific help, or specific advice tailored to you, then come for a coaching, or then buy a book. But the videos are free, so save yourself some money first. Rory, do you know how... Again, the speaking. Rory, do you know how much about losing your appetite after a breakup? Been 2 weeks and I still can't eat properly. Yeah, because of the flood of cortisol, and it affects your blood flow and depression, etc., you're not going to be digesting food as fast. You're going to be, never hungry. The point is you still want to get a good amount of calories in you, even if you're not hungry. You just keep it healthy. Keep it healthy. You guys are killing me with these nerdy questions. You guys are killing me. I want to answer the questions, but we're about breakups. I'll tell you what, if you guys want to ask me these types of questions, go to Twitch, because Twitch is totally not about the breakups. Twitch is about being nerdy and playing video games and stuff. Game of Thrones coming back April 16th. Yes. Trey says this chat is great. Thank you, Trey. Appreciate it. I appreciate how you get to the point in the videos. No fluff. I try. I really hope people enjoy that. Paul M says I lost 17 pounds in a month. Awesome. Good job, Paul. Rory, what should I do if I run with my ex in a mutual friend's birthday party? That's rough. What I would say is that if you're ready to see your ex at that point in time, be social, be easygoing. Hey, how are you? How's life? And then, have a nice 4 or 5 minute interaction, then leave. Hello, Eric. How are you? What do you look like? What do you look like? I look like a human, 2 arms, hair. A strong chin, if I say so. Whacked Shack. Hi, Rory. My ex... It's a funny name. My ex broke up with me and won't tell me why, even though everything was going great. What does this mean? That means you have a toxic ex. Guimar says... I'm saying your name right. Gilmar? Does it diminish my chances of reconciliation with my ex if she's always being teased by our common friends about me? No, you're not the one doing it, so... I wouldn't see how that would affect you. Face reveal? Twitch? Yes, you can see what I look like on Twitch. I do reveal my face on Twitch. Dun dun dun. Thank you for the wise words of wisdom. You're totally like a big brother with all of your good advice. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoy the content. Robert says, started admitted she can't take this life anymore. Oh my god. The next day we both met up in person and the same... Oh, you meant within the relationship, not her own life. However she wants out of the relationship. Remember, when somebody does not trust our ability to make them happy in the long term, that is when they separate from us, right? And when we're not acting in an attractive way, that is when they begin the separation process. So how do you reattract somebody? A, be more attractive. What's the other half of that? Don't put them in the center of your world, right? Dave says, Rory, my ex said she wanted to take a step back after 3 months of talking with no meetups. I said okay, and you have my number. Continue no contact? Yes. Yes, you bet. You've given your ex the conditions. Hey, if you want me, I'm here. You have my number. Give me a call. Tom says, who do you want to see on the Iron Throne? Tyrion. Tyrion deserves it. Tyrion or Jaime. Tyrion deserves it, and Jaime doesn't want it. That's why I think it would be cool. Hey, Rory, how does your ex having low self-esteem play into no contact? Are they more or less likely to reach out? You know, I appreciate and understand the question, but I would say it doesn't affect it too much because it's still a matter of attraction and desire and a belief that if I have that person, they can make me happy. So think about that. Somebody with self-esteem, with low self-esteem, also holds the belief that, well, I need this person to make me happy, right? And I'm going to be very careful about saying this, but in most cases that I've seen, not all cases, in most cases that I personally have witnessed, low self-esteem usually is the nesting place of codependence. So I'm going to be very careful with that, because there are many people who have low self-esteem who are not codependent at all. Jacob says, will my ex always see me as bad or crazy? No, not at all. Give her time and space. Give her time and space away from you. Haka says, hello from National City, California. Happy Easter. Hello from New Jersey. Hi, Rory. Should I unfollow my ex on Instagram after she did? No, leave it be. Don't play that game. Don't play that game. You win this game by not playing. Taysday says, should I let my ex see my Instagram stories? I'm in week 3 of no contact. It's been 2 months since the breakup. Yeah, why not? What will time and space do? Did I say that weird? What will time and space do? I feel like I just said that weird. I wasn't listening to myself talk. Time will give your ex time away from you to see the impact that you truly had in their life. Space will show them that you can respect them, you can respect their space, and give it to them when they need it. We need equal parts distance and closeness to have a healthy relationship. If we have too much distance, we feel like unconnected to our partner. If we have too much closeness, we feel smothered by them. Also, time will give us some time to heal, and space will allow us a clear head to step out of this big fog. Carl says, genuinely, are rebounds an actual thing? Yeah, rebound relationships happen quite often. Mel says, how do I approach him about sex? I honestly don't care that he's gone, but the sex was amazing. Listen, it's a matter of... I honestly don't care that he's gone. I don't believe you. I'll put it that way. Because you're on a YouTube channel about breakups, taking part in a live chat about breakups, you do care, and you do want him back. If I'm doing some mind reading of my own, make it clear. You are right, yeah. So I think if you truly want him back, and it's not just about the sex, then the information's got to be followed for your own good. For your ex to break up with you and then say, oh, but we can be friends and have sex. I mean, that's not respecting you very much. Because they respect the fact that they get to have sex with you, but they don't respect you as a person, right? Because otherwise they wouldn't suggest that. They would understand that keeping you in their life in that capacity is harmful to your mental health. And you should respect yourself too much to put yourself in that situation. Adam says, hi, Rory. I left home for a few weeks, just got back. I feel mentally better, as you said. I feel more attractive. I even wonder if I want her back. Look at that. Adam and I had done coaching before, and I recommended that he get out of his situation. He gave himself some time, he gave himself some space, and now he's kind of like, well, do I even want her back? I love her, but like, do I want her back? I don't know anymore. It takes us all by surprise. Cat Number says, why? I totally just froze. Sorry, guys. I probably just got out. My computer is so weird. So, anyway, I was answering Kat's question. Why my ex blocked me if I gave him the breakup? Well, because clearly your ex didn't want to get broken up with. Too many of us look at our exes with rose-tinted glasses. Absolutely. Abso-bloody-lutely. Tom says, good night, Rory. Have a nice evening, and thanks for all the hard work you could do for us. You're very welcome. Hey, Rory, my ex has had distorted feelings towards sex due to unhealthy religious upbringing. Would that possibly play into no contact? I don't think so. It's possible, but I can't do too much mind reading. It's been 9 months since breakup of a 4-year relationship. Why aren't I over it? Are you doing the personal work? Because that's the biggest and best thing you can do for yourself. Alrighty. Did you lose sleep in your breakup? Absolutely. Abso-bloody-lutely. Rory, you are the best. Everyone push that like button. Thank you, Francesca. You need to be voiceover commercials, Rory. I do. I've done voiceover before. For audiobooks, for anime, for video games, for commercials. But I'll never tell you which ones. Gwen says, hi, Rory. Hi, Gwen. How are you? What if I unfollowed my ex after she did? Again, it won't have too much of an impact. Little stuff like that. Hey, Rory, can you give me some tips on how to start a conversation or ask a girl out? You can walk up to her and say, hey, what's that book you're reading? Oh, that's really cool. Hey, actually, have you read this one? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, hey, what are you doing Friday? I'd love to take you out for dinner. Simple as that. We've gotten so afraid of asking people out. We've gotten so afraid of that. Okay, we're getting some really weird faces by 963. Should I break no contact if he doesn't wish me a happy birthday? No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't break no contact even if he did wish you a happy birthday. Other than to reply and say thank you. Walter says, if she hasn't posted any pictures of her and the rebound in a year, what does that mean? She's been with the rebound for a year? If she's been in a rebound relationship for a year and you're still waiting for her, my friend, you know that you have not been hitting the work as hard as you should. New drinking game. Drink every time Ruddy says abso-bloody-lutely. That's funny. You're never really aware of how you talk until you hear yourself back through a video or on a microphone. A microphone does not lie. Rory, the new girl I'm dating has to be totally distracted from my ex. Has me. Okay, let me retranslate this. The new girl I'm dating has me totally distracted from my ex, but after 3 dates, she still isn't ready to kiss. She's getting ready to know me, and I made my intents clear. Red flag? Yeah, probably. Probably. If you break no contact, can you start again? Yes. Or food for thought. Yeah, I do say food for thought a lot. I do. I do. What's the name of your book once it's out? Please don't let it be cheesy. I don't know. I haven't given too much thought to the title. I would say, what about The Love Chat? Right? Rory, what does your ex think how you took your breakup and became the love chat guru? I don't know. I haven't asked. Hi, the other day you said I could write to my ex and tell her about the changes I'd made as she'd reach out a couple weeks ago for my birthday. It's been 6 weeks since the breakup. When should I write? You should have written it a long time ago. Like the day I told you, but it's not a big deal. You don't want to write out and brag, right? Your ex reached out in such a way where it was reasonable that you respond, although typically my answer is just stay in no contact. You're responding to your ex, not breaking contact, right? Breaking contact is you've heard nothing from your ex and you're reaching out to them. This is different. She reached out to you first, you respond. So what should you write? Just write, hey, how you been? I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I hope you're well. That's it. The Love Book, hello. Name your book, Hello Breakup Advice. I don't know, man. I could just name it something as simple as Let's Chat. The title of the book doesn't really matter. What's inside the book matters. Rory, he broke it off due to a new job out of state. 7 months, I'm going to assume you meant to say, now of no contact. Think he'll reach out? After 7 months? That's hard. That's a hard one. If he moved to... If the relationship broke up because he got a new job out of state. And you guys haven't spoken for 7... Is that supposed to say weeks? It depends. If you meant to say months, 7 weeks. Okay, yes. There's a very good chance that he reaches out. Yes. Please take that as just mind reading. I could name it The Love Boat. I'm not going to do that. Haka says, I felt heartbroken, but your love chats allowed me to feel much better and different. I heal quickly, so I subscribe to your channel, being my own personal counselor when I need confusing answers. I hope I give clear answers to confusing questions. But thank you, Haka. I'm glad that I'm able to help you. Should I ignore my ex when I see him on campus? No, I wouldn't do that. Should you go out of your way to say hi? Not necessarily. Should you... it depends on how you mean it. I mean, if your ex has clearly seen you, and you're just avoiding his gaze, that's... I wouldn't do that, right? But if your ex, sees you, gives a nod, you can give a smile and a wave, and just keep on walking. Emma says, hi, Rory. Me and my ex broke up 5 weeks ago. He said that he just did not see us for a long-term period because the age gap was too big between the two of us. I'm 24 and he's 51 now. I still love him and I don't know what to do. I mean, to me, that's a pretty significant age gap, but love comes in all different shapes and sizes. And so what I would do is your ex needs to be receptive to want to talk to you, to want to be in the relationship with you. You can't force your ex into a relationship that he doesn't want to be in. So give it the time, give it the space. Personally, I think that age gap is pretty significant, and that probably weighs heavily on your ex's mind. And I just want you to consider that. Is this the most healthy relationship for you? Is this a partner you can grow with, into an older age when your partner already is an older age? But I'm sure that, everybody and their mother tells you this stuff. So glossing over that stuff that I'm sure you hear every day, your partner needs to be receptive to contact with you. They need to be receptive to a relationship with you. Is it bad that I'm rewatching all your videos to temporarily make me feel better? No, but there is a time to stop watching these videos. There is a time to stop watching these videos. 8 months since the breakup, my ex-boyfriend knows my password to Snapchat and logs in from time to time, but hasn't reached out to me. Why? Let me counter your question with a question. If it's been 8 months since your breakup, why haven't you changed your Snapchat password? I definitely would do that. You don't want him to be able to snoop through your stuff. That's pretty toxic. We dated for 2 years. He came out as bi and I became more distant. He ended it with me and I begged him and it ended nasty. He blocked me and everything and says there's no chance. Oh, I mean, not to give you false hope nor false doom, what I would say is that if I had a dime for every time I heard that, I mean, I'd have an airplane to myself. Christina says, after applying no contact, how long should I wait before giving up altogether on my ex? The process of moving on starts right away. You move forward in your life, you become better, you become stronger, you become new. Right? The process of moving on and the process of reconciliation are the same. Remember, the key to moving forward in your life is to actually do the advice rather than just watch the video. Don't trade the habit of, wanting your ex for the habit of trying to get your ex back. You're trading one addiction for another. We need to make sure we're actually doing this advice, otherwise it's not going to work. Ash says, 1 month since our last talk. Hi, Ash. He still has my stuff and I want to reach out. It's not something important, but I want to talk to my ex. Can I use this as an excuse to reach out? You already know my answer. You can reach out to get your stuff and then go right back into no contact. Don't use your stuff as a bargaining chip. Remember, guys, we want our exes to want us back. If you decide that you want to go back to the relationship, they need to want it. There's no faking it. There's no magic pill. There's no, you can't just snap your fingers and they change their mind. If you reach out and they don't want you, it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't really matter what you do. They still will not want you. You want them to genuinely want to come back. Genuinely repair the relationship. Fern says, is there any chance and does he really mean it? It's been a month, but someone texted him pretending to be me and thinks I've ruined no contact. Sounds like a drama situation. Sounds like a very dramatic situation. Other people are texting him pretending to be you? That's toxic. I would get out of that. You don't have time for that. To quote the internet, ain't nobody got time for that. Tom Stevenson says, my wife left after a 23-year marriage. Her widow mom and her secretly bought a home together. Came home and she was gone with our kids. Said it wasn't the life she wanted. Any advice? Ah, man. I'm sorry that happened to you. That sucks. That really sucks. My advice to you, get a counselor. Sign up for the gym. Meditation. No contact. Time and space, definitely. For her to she basically effectively ghosted you. That's not how you deserve to be treated after 23 years. Not how you deserve to be treated at all after 23 years. I am the dumpy, and I deleted all my my ex from social media because he reaches out and sometimes it disappears, and it affects my mental health, or my healing. He came to me yesterday and asked for hugs and then left. Advice? Well, first, hi, Bingo. Glad you're here. I would not be in a situation where your ex is continually breadcrumbing you only to leave again. That means your ex reaches out when he wants his validation and then leaves when he's got it. So Rue says, lately my long-distance ex-boyfriend has been posting a lot of things on Instagram which isn't the normal. Would I still be able to get him back if it's long-distance? Yeah, I've seen long-distance situations get back together. Why do the dumpers' behavior change so drastically? It's just an emotional regression, right? They just made a huge change in their life, and so they have to figure out a way to cope with the change. He told me to contact him this summer when I'm in his town to meet up. But till then, he thinks speaking to each other is unhealthy. I would say that whole situation's unhealthy. Hi, Anuj, how are you? Marco says, my ex broke up via text after many years. That's just rude. I agree. I definitely agree. Oh, and I have to tell everybody the name of tomorrow's video. I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but I'll tell you the name of it. Tomorrow's video is clarifying no contact. Clarifying no contact. So make of that what you will. Sherry says, how can you tell your ex regrets leaving you but is too scared to admit it? I believe I did a video on this. If I haven't, I will. Rory, it's Carlos. Hi, Carlos. How are you? I just want to say I'm feeling 100% better. I'm fitter, making more money, and traveling to Spain by myself next month. My ex is missing out. Hell yes, brother. Good job. SK, thank you for the $5 donation. Are you from Canada? I am not. Carlos, you're kicking some serious ass. Good on you, man. Hope you have fun. I want to go to Spain. So Adam said, ex texted regarding house stuff and wanted to add me back to the house group chat so she wouldn't send message twice. Seemed like business. So I replied. She said cheers, but I didn't reply. Bad move? Nope. Not in a situation like that. I need you to change the name on Facebook. I do not want my name on it. Please. He even changed the profile pic. Is this considered him reaching out? Yeah, but I would just take care of whatever he reached out about and then go right back into no contact. Marco says, oh, Rory, can you do something on no contact when you have ties to your ex, particularly like kids and such? I think I did something like that. I'm going to double check, but yeah, no contact with kids. That will be a video that's coming very soon, so you'll all have that. Rami says, hi, Rory. I've been in no contact for 4 months now. Last week, my ex changed her Facebook profile pic to one she got after she left me. I know I shouldn't, but is it a good sign or I'm just tripping? You're just tripping, man. I know it feels like it's supposed to mean something, but it really doesn't. It's just Facebook. Soren says, hi, Rory. We broke up after 6 months, got back together. He dumped me after a year and a half again, but told his friend he might reconsider in the future. I wasn't supposed to know. Thoughts? To me, you don't deserve having somebody yo-yo you like that. He's either with you, or he's not with you. There's no in between. Not with you when he wants you. Remember, the marriage vow that you take is in sickness and in health, right? When things are great and when things suck. Things aren't always going to be great in a relationship. We need to come together and repair them as adults, as people who want healthy relationships and healthy mental health. Let's see. Please talk about being ghosted after a seemingly happy long-term relationship. I did a video on ghosting very recently, so I would check that out, Chris. Where to meet people to get over an ex? You don't want to turn to people to get over an ex. You want to turn to yourself. Meet people as in friendship, like creating new friendships, not people to date. Check out meetup.com. It's free. Proj, I don't think this is exactly the place to pick up girls. So I'm going to go ahead and hide you from the channel. That's is not exactly the right place to pick people up. Anthony says, hi, Rory. Should I unblock my ex on social media? It wasn't a messy breakup, but I've made... Yeah, you can unblock. That's totally fine. Clara says, hi, Rory. The work is done and continued. Happy being myself again. Reading, working out, always doing the work. Happy, happy. Excellent. I'm so proud of you, Clara. Good for you. Kicking some serious ass. Mel says, I'm loving you, Rory. Thank you. KB Easy. Hi, Rory. My ex messaged me being aggressive about not wishing her a happy birthday. I didn't respond. Did I mess up? No, you teach people how to treat you, man. If your ex is bitching you out, your ex broke up with you. She broke up with you. That comes with consequence. The fact, I'm willing to bet that your ex probably controlled the majority of that relationship. Hi, Bina, how are you? 7 months, no contact at all? Listen, no contact is not foolproof. Like I said, we're not supposed to weaponize no contact, right? We are not supposed to weaponize no contact. We are supposed to use it for our healing. For our success, not for theirs. Francesca says, we're being ghosted and in no contact. This is not the place to meet anyone. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny. Bina, I know you're kicking some ass. That's Rough says, hey Rory, my ex has been checking Hangouts, a platform that he downloaded only for me regularly, and even did so 4 days ago. Thoughts? We've been broken up for close to 5 months now. 3 months no contact. I mean, I'd give you some thoughts, but it's obviously your ex is curious about you, and your ex is possibly missing you, probably missing you. But past that, there's not much I can say. Amin says, why do exes go back to people they've known before instead of finding new people? Because it's easier, frankly. Slater says, can we expect a live stream with you and the dating guys soon? Would love to see you both in action together. I don't know if it's going to be a live stream or if it's going to be a video. We might do a video together. We might do a live stream together. I don't know. We talk. We talk. He's my dude. It's the most amazing feeling when you enter your light again and everyone starts being attracted to you. X reached out and didn't even care to answer. You go, D. That's what we're talking about. Yes, that's the feeling. You and Dating Guy are the best bromance on YouTube. I don't know if it's a bromance. He just makes videos and he doesn't bullshit people. He's not trying to make $1,000 trillion on you. He's just trying to give you, like me, good advice. You know, and we're not trying to bullshit you. That's it. What about you and Susan Winter working together? Yes, Susan and I do email back and forth. Susan Winter and I have discussed doing a video together. Chad says, hi, Rory. Girlfriend broke up with me about a month ago. She just deleted all our photos from Instagram. Is there any positive take on this besides she's moved on? Yeah, I think that she's probably, it probably makes her sad to see those photos. So, I wouldn't say that it means she's moved on. I'm not going to mind read beyond that, but I would not say that it means she's moved on. Real recognizes real. Absolutely. Look, we're not going to kiss each other's ass. We're just trying to give you guys non-corrupt advice that also does not cost hundreds of dollars. What a concept. Being human, right? Actually realizing people are hurting. What a concept. Christ. Let's see. Thoughts on the MGTOW community? I have been meaning to do a video on that. I'm told that community is extremely toxic, though, and like, if you say anything even remotely negative, they'll, like, barrage your videos with hate comments and, like, downvotes and stuff, so, we'll see. I don't know if that's a can of worms I feel like opening. Hi, Matt, how are you? You should do a video on how to get over your first serious breakup. That's a good video. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you for that suggestion. Have you checked out Masculine Energy's channel? Masculine Energy will be in my next coach review. Bina says, Rory, you're great for sure. Thank you, Bina. That's very nice of you. Lemmy says, this is what he said. Need you to change the name on Facebook. I don't want my name on it, please. On your... You guys have, like, a shared Facebook situation? If you have a shared Facebook and you both actively use it, I'm guessing he no longer wants to be on that Facebook or a part of it. So yeah, it's business. Take care of it. Trey says, I begged and pleaded for 3 weeks. When do you think curiosity will kick in? Curiosity kicks in as soon as you leave him alone, and here's a better answer for that. Curiosity kicks in when you leave them alone longer than they thought you were able to. Review Elliot Scott, please. If Elliot Scott's... I will, yes. If Elliot Scott's the one I'm thinking of, I didn't like him. But I don't know that he's the one I'm thinking of. So... Let my official opinion on that will be in the video when I do it. Can you give advice about self-worth? Yeah, absolutely. That's actually, stay tuned, because that's a video that's coming this week. Working on yourself, self-worth, that whole thing, self-love, that's coming this week. So Stay tuned. Adam says, you should tell that to Craig Kenneth. Dude made me pay $300 for a dang email. Biggest waste of money. That was only bare bones. Talk about being human, huh? Listen, I'm not gonna... I like Craig Kenneth. I realize he charges a lot of money. But Craig is a licensed psychotherapist, and that definitely does account for part of his, part of how much he charges. I don't like that he charges that much money, but, you know, what can you do? Supply and demand, right? Trey says, thank you for great advice. Stay blessed. Thank you, Trey. Appreciate you being here. Fern says, how can I make him regret leaving me if he blocked me on everything? All you need to do is back away and have a good life. The best revenge is living well. I want everybody to think about that. The best revenge is living well. Elliot, he's the one with the cute, messy hair and talks in his car often. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'm off the top of my head, I'm not sure who that is. Is he the guy who stands in the park and takes his shirt off? I don't know if it's who I'm thinking, but we'll wait for the coach review because I want to look at his stuff. And Sparta, yeah, he'll be there too. All right, so we're just hitting the hour here, folks, and I'm going to be dropping the stream in just a moment. JJ, I like Craig Kenneth. I think Craig provides good advice. The only nitpick I have about Craig Kenneth is his price. Because he charges way too much, and he knows he charges way too much. That's the only negative thing I have to say about Craig Kenneth. That and his videos are slightly long-winded. Other than that, he's a fantastic resource, and I definitely recommend him. And the dating guy. And Corey Wayne, if you pick some pieces of what he says. Because I like what Corey Wayne says, I just don't like the delivery of how he says it. But, you know, that's part of his appeal. He's appealing to a very different niche than I am. Or niche, wherever you want to pronounce the word, whatever. So, I try and keep the information relatable, straightforward, honest, non-manipulative. So, yeah, it's been great having everybody here, and I'll certainly catch everybody next time. And don't forget that if you like video games and you want to watch me play video games, just follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/highrory. What about Coach Lee? I don't like Coach Lee so much. I think that the majority of his stuff is not bad, but, you know, the dating guy did just a savage rip apart of Coach Lee, and you know, when I really watched that video and looked into a lot of the stuff, Coach Lee has a lot of lies on his channel. But, you know, I'm not turning this into a war, because ultimately this is about you guys having a good life. This isn't about me being the most popular. This isn't about us making hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's about you guys getting through a tough time in your life. So I'm not going to turn it into a war. So I hope everybody has a great day or a great night wherever you live. And I will talk to all of you next time.